Welcome to Gen Y Footy, episode 22. Great to be here, Fraggy. Blue Boys had a win on the weekend against the Tigers, and aren't we happy? Because the Bombers have lost 4 in a row by an average of 55 points.
I can't keep up with Carlton, Dean. They win, they lose, they win, they lose. And of course, they've got the Bombers this weekend, but then no doubt the Bombers will probably kick into another gear and they'll probably beat Carlton.
Nah, they're off that stuff, mate. It's all
No,
settled.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean that sort of gear, Dean.
Oh,
We don't talk about that stuff on this show.
That's what I thought you meant, because that's sort of how low you stoop usually. But it's probably a good time to get to our guest. Drew Petrie, thanks for joining us.
Good to be here, boys.
Just good, not great.
No, just good. Not great, just good.
Now, what about your boys? You've had some big wins this year. You've beaten Geelong, Essendon, Port and Richmond, all inside the top 8. Has it been a wasted year for the Roos?
Not a wasted year. I'm more comfortable and confident where we are at the moment compared to this time last year. So we did make the finals last year, but I think we're better placed where we are now to go well in the next couple of years. So it's been disappointing to lose by so many games by close margins, but at least we've been more competitive against those top 8 sides.
That's a great point, because you got smashed over in Perth, and against some of the good sides you got smashed last year, whereas this year in every game you've been competitive and could have won. Yeah,
people have said last year we had the easiest draw in the comp, and this year people have said we've had one of the harder ones. So it's been good to know that we've been able to play the good sides and be up there with them for most of the game. Yeah,
and Frankie, true professional, hasn't turned his phone on silent. Well done, Frankie.
That's so frustrating, isn't it? Speaking of frustrating, Drew, we're just talking about the club and the close losses. If the games were based on 3 quarters, you guys would probably be on the top of the ladder.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's
just
true. That's a true stat. You'd be on top of the ladder. But what's the reason for the fade-outs?
Probably we haven't. What we've done for the first 3 quarters, we've gone away from that for that last quarter. We've been in those winning positions, and then we've just played a bit of millionaire football, I suppose, playing like millionaires, and haven't done those hard things and those structural things that have gotten us there in the first place.
Well, you are a millionaire.
Apparently he's building a massive house, Frankie.
I know. We've heard from a few of your teammates that it's a massive house. It's just stalled a little bit.
85 squares.
This is a photo of it, though. You're really struggling to get the job done. Unbelievable, Drew.
Maybe he's not a millionaire. Well, you've had a big 3 years yourself. You kicked 152 goals in the last 3 years. But this one on the weekend, you thought was a goal. You're adamant. So you should be on 153 from the past 3 seasons. Was it a goal, Drewy?
It was. And what even reassures me that it was a goal was that I think I was on Jake Carlisle at the time, and he whispered in my ear that he thought it was a goal as well. So when your opponent tells you that it's a goal, then surely it's a goal. I was quite annoyed with that one.
What do you reckon, the goalpost should be straight to the roof and then you wouldn't have a problem?
Yeah, I did kick it pretty high. But that was just to, give the footy more chance to spin in, I suppose. But I didn't intend for it to go that high, but it was a goal. But I don't know. You win some, you lose some.
Yeah, if you do keep kicking goals, that's great. But if this keeps happening to you, Drew, you won't be playing any more football. This looks pretty painful. Yeah. How'd you go after this? You know, strife here?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, as you can see there, I was a bit sore for a couple of minutes after that. Yeah. As you know, and all the men of the world who've copped one there, it doesn't tickle. And I was up all night icing.
Yeah. And have you managed to have a look at the damage? Because it's still a little bit of help with that. You can just,
do you want to have a look now?
Have a look now, mate.
All right, there we go. Have a look.
It helps him see a little bit better.
There we go. Well, I need that, in the better times anyway. So, they're still intact.
Don't do it in the sun, because it will really cause some issues if you're doing that in the sun.
The sun's not in here, it's inside. So.
The bright lights are on their hot lights.
Now, our understanding is that you've got the most committed parents in the world since you burst onto a scene as an 18-year-old playing for the North Melbourne Footy Club.
I think most footballers' parents are pretty committed.
Yeah, they're from Ballarat, and they've come to every single game in Melbourne, and we've done the maths. They've travelled.
A bit of maths today.
Yeah, it's never right, because we weren't the brightest students going through school, let's be honest. 18,289 kilometres they've clicked over going to your games in Victoria.
That's good. That's good. That's a great stat. They've only missed 2 games this year because they were both a bit crook. They had a virus for a couple of weeks, so they stayed away. But
I'll take that back then.
They are very committed. That's the only 2 Melbourne games they've missed since I've started. So they generally come into state once or twice a year as well, which is great. But
so bang on 18,000 then if you take away
about that.
Yeah,
which affects the next stat though, Dean, of course, which is based on those figures about the average tank of fuel. You owe your folks about $4,000 in fuel for the year.
Yeah, it's a rip-off, isn't it?
For the fuel. Duration.
Yeah, they're committed. They've done very well.
They might give it back to you to put back into the house so you can finish it.
Yeah.
Now, this man to our right has been chosen as the skipper of the North Melbourne Footy Club while Swallow's not around. So we're going to play a game.
Oh, we love our games on the show, Drew. And now that you are the captain at the moment, Drew, you know your teammates.
Good
This
one.
is a fantastic game.
I will kick it off right now. Fresh off 38 disposals on the weekend, what number does Levi Greenwood wear, Drewy?
Number 24.
That's fantastic.
Ding, ding. Very
That's
good.
Correct.
That's fantastic. Okay. How old is Pops Boomer Harvey?
Pops Harvey is 35, going on 36 next. I think he's a May or a June baby.
May, you're right. Gemini like me.
Drew, there you go.
Teammate.
Yes.
Next
The same
question,
height
Ben.
too, myself and Boomer. Both midgets. Okay, what pet does Ben Spate have that he walks?
Ben Spate, well, you'd think it'd be a dog, but he's got a cat. He walks a cat.
What a
Have
weirdo.
you ever brought the cat to training, Drew?
He hasn't. Nah, I think it'd run away if he brought it to training, but he loves his cat.
Next question. Now, what we need to do here, this is a video question. We like our video questions on the show. We need you to have a look at this clip, and we want you to tell us which one it is, whether it's your coach or whether it's his brother. Doing some of his finest.
That's Brad. Yeah.
Very good.
He's an aggressive man when he's a player. He's mellowed a lot. He's very measured in his coaching days.
Loves the
And-
umpires.
He does. When he first got appointed to the footy club, we sort of had a chat with the boys, and we thought he'd be pretty good at giving a spray, and he is, but he doesn't give as many as what we thought he would.
4 out of 4 you're going at the moment.
good.
So Drew does know his teammates.
Yep.
Now for the final one, which teammate does it for you the most?
Yeah.
Which one gets you most excited?
Excited.
And be broad. This doesn't have to be in just
Excited.
footy
On
terms.
footy
This could be-
field or-
Just,
Well,
just does
everything.
it for
You
you.
tell us.
Just got a
Excited.
crush on maybe, or
One of my teammates.
yeah, just does it
All
for
right.
you in
What-
general.
Probably Nathan Grimer.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah, he's a good character.
let's just take a look.
Alright, Buffy. How you feeling? You're up and about, aren't you? Good stuff. You get me up and about.
Drew, what are you doing there?
Oh yeah, I was mic'd up there for training, and Lindsay gets me up and about because Lindsay's hilarious. He comes into training, and before 10 a.m. he won't smile, he won't talk, he won't do anything because he's not a morning person. But after 10 a.m. in the morning, so it must have been 10:05. He's pretty excitable and he's bouncing around, and he gets me up and about.
Well, it is now time. You do know your teammates. Good.
Yeah, that's
decision.
you've won.
Thank-
5 out of 5. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you get a point for that last question, but you've done very well, Drew. You can stay the captain.
Thank you.
Now it is time for our Gen Y Player of the Week. Thanks to
Yes.
Frankie Dean Iway. Who wins it this week?
Dean, of course, the Gen Y Play of the Week goes to Drew, his teammate, actually, Nathan
Real goal.
Grimer. He gets this little trophy for that, kicking his first goal in AFL footy. And didn't you guys get around him and celebrate? He was, how many did he play? 73 games, I think, and still
That's
hasn't
right.
kicked a goal. And
Yep.
he's done very well to do that. And you guys ran from all over the ground to get to him.
We did. I was lucky. I was close by, so I didn't have to run far. But a few of our defenders ran down all the way from the ground and from the other end, and gave him a cuddle and a kiss because they were missing their mate. You know, his defender has gone forward. They were missing him, so they come down and gave him a cuddle, and then they ran back and they were knackered.
Well, he's a very good sport, and we are very happy for him for kicking his first goal. And he sent us this message.
Cheers to Dean and Frankie for the Gen Y Player of the Week nomination. Usually as a dour defender, no one really gives a damn about you, but it's nice to get a bit of attention like the big power forwards like big Drew Petrie who's in there. G'day mate, and I'm looking forward to sharing Inside 50 with you for years to come. Cheers boys.
Well, there we go, Nathan Grimer. And what a beautiful dog he's got there. And if you'd like to pass that on to him at training tomorrow, he can
I'll
take
give
that
it to him
home as
tomorrow
well.
morning.
Drewy, thank you very much for coming in, mate. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, boys.
Good luck this week
Oh,
against
hang
the
on.
Hawks.
Sorry,
so
no,
here
no.
we go.
How
What's
long
he
we got?
doing?
No.
Not long. Hurry up.
All right, Drew, you don't go home without your Blunston boots.
Oh, fantastic.
Probably got a
them
few
out
pair
there.
of them from us now, I think.
And of course, your Frankie Dean eyewear sunglasses.
Beautiful. Thanks very much for that, boys. I'll be able to get out in that garden and fix it up.
Good luck this weekend against the Hawks. Good luck to you, whatever you're doing this weekend. Thanks to Frankie Dean Iway. Thanks to Bloodstone. Thanks to everyone else who's involved in the show. We'll see you next week.